Hey Buzzers, it is a glorious night here in Beverly Hills as we celebrate all the efforts of the Eva Longoria Foundation. I'm Alikona, Bradford. Stay tuned, we have tons of celebrity interviews coming up next. So then why do you think it's really important to teach young Latinas to have a foundation of self-worth and value, especially during today's day and age and the political era that we're going into right now?
I think to anyone, you know, and you know, it's always hard to be a woman, but like a woman Latina in this country is even tougher sometimes. And just in any minority, it's tough to be a woman. It's tough to be a woman, but if you're in a minority group, it's tougher. So that's why I think what she does is very important. You know, she gives them a lot of tools and a lot of self-esteem, you know, to go out and she also starts with the parents too, you know, which I love that, because sometimes parents don't know how to translate that. Parents are probably sometimes first generations here where they don't really know how to, you know, how to help their children to navigate this world because they've never been here before. So that's important too. So I think she does an amazing job with that.
And who helped you navigate? Like when you came here and you were set to be in this crazy industry that we're in?
I still, like the last 3 years, I think it's for the first time I'm starting to feel like I'm part of this town. It's gonna be almost 11 years that I've been here. So the first 7 years I was still like learning a lot of things, you know, like just the language, like even like if you go to with your accountant, I couldn't understand what he was saying, like everything is different, you know, the laws and the rules and parking. I would get so many like parking tickets, you know, like those silly things, but you had to learn all that from scratch, you know.
You know, and I think that's something that's people underestimate about Latinas that come into this country. You know, I think that a lot of times people assume maybe because you don't speak the language that you don't know better, you're not as intelligent, and it's not the case at all. In fact, a lot of times even more intelligent and more ambitious because you have to fight through all those barriers to get where you are today.
Definitely. I think the people who are here and who come to this country is because are the toughest people, like the strongest people who, you know, they leave everything behind and they risk their whole life, their families, leaving their country to get a better life. So, you know, I think the people who are here and that are immigrants are the most hardworking people that we have. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your opinion on our platform. Such amazing things that you shared with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.